Welcome back to MSG PM, presented by 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven, take it to 11. I'm Kazeem Famuyide. This is Michelle Gingras, and we are joined by Ranger greats, the one and only Brian Mullen. How you doing, sir?
Good. How are you guys?
I'm good. I'm happy you're here, man.
Yeah.
Incredible week of hockey to talk, but let's take it back a little bit. Let's throw it back just a little bit, man. You grew up in Hell's Kitchen.
Yes.
Just a stone's throw away from Madison Square Garden. As a kid playing hockey in the city, what was it like to grow up and eventually play for your hometown team?
It was incredible. My dad was part of the ice crew down here, so
Cool.
he was one of the guys making the ice, and when the circus came in, changed it over to the circus and things like that. So I had a little more access to the garden than most kids in my neighborhood.
Nice.
I skated for the first time in the old Madison Square Garden, which was on 49th Street, right down the block from my apartment building. So I had a Batman sweatshirt on and the old clamp-on ice skates and a Vic Hatfield stick. I always wanted to be Vic Hatfield after that.
To have experiences like that growing up and with your brother as well, and then to make it to the NHL, and your dad, as you mentioned, was on the ice crew, so it was such a family affair for you. What was that like? What was that experience like?
Like I said, I'd walk into the garden. I know half the people. I knew all the ushers. They were from my neighborhood. I played roller hockey with half of them. And my dad, if I got a penalty, he was sitting in the penalty box in between periods or during the periods. So if I got a penalty, I was sitting 10 feet from my dad in the penalty box.
Was he giving you an earful? Or was it,
he gave me the evil eye, I tell you that.
You were drafted in the 7th round by Winnipeg, and being a New Yorker, I'm pretty sure Winnipeg is as far from New York as anybody could be. Was that sort of like a culture shock for you? When you
It was a culture shock. Luckily, I went to the University of Wisconsin for 2 years before I went up to Winnipeg. So I got used to the cold in Wisconsin and went up to Winnipeg, and I couldn't think it get any colder, but it did.
I can imagine.
When you found out you were going to be playing for the Rangers, what did that mean to you?
That was my dream come true. I was in Chicago. We were christening my daughter that weekend, and I got the call from Phil Esposito, and he said, "You're coming home, but not as a stick boy this time," because I was stick boy for the Rangers also. And I got to play with some of the guys that I was stick boy for in Winnipeg. A bunch of them got traded to Winnipeg. So I played with Dougie Sotard, Mario Marois, guys like that, guys that I was stick boy for.
What did it mean to your dad when you finally were a member of the New York Rangers?
It's funny. My dad always wore the Ranger emblem on the ice when he was on the ice. But he wasn't a big Ranger fan. He was a New York Americans fan.
Okay.
When the Rangers came in, the New York Americans got kind of booted out of Madison Square Garden. So he wasn't a big Rangers fan. And I did one interview with my dad with Al Trautwig. And my dad came in, and I had the Ranger jersey on and everything. I'm sweating. And I knew it was coming. And Al's first question, "So, Mr. Mullen, you a big Ranger fan?" "No, I'm not."
At least he was honest.
He was honest. He was honest. The sweat started coming down on me even more.
Now, speaking of Rangers, we can't let you go without talking about the incredible run that they just had this year, coming just a few games short of going to the Stanley Cup Championship. Talk to me about this team, man. They went from having little to no expectations to now they look like they can be a future real juggernaut in the NHL.
Oh, absolutely. The beginning of the year, my expectations for this team was I just wanted to see them be exciting. And I knew they would be because they had a lot of young hockey players. I didn't know how many games they would be winning. But when Shesterkin kind of took off, got his confidence, the team took off with him, and there's no limit to this team. I thought they were going to go to the finals this year.
I did too. You weren't the only one.
You had a chance to play against Gerard Gallant when you were in the league. What do you remember about him as a player?
He was a tough player. You know, he played the game hard, but he played it honest. You know, he wouldn't give you an inch. He was always there to protect his line mates and stuff like that, you know, so...
Kind of how he is as a coach, right? You know?
Absolutely, absolutely. I thought he was a great fit for the Rangers, you know, with a young hockey team, with the sprinkling of veterans around him. I thought Gerard was a great pick.
The aforementioned Igor Shesterkin took off as the Rangers took off. Vezina Trophy winner. What are your thoughts on him and his growth as becoming one of the star goalies in the NHL?
He's incredible. I mean, he came in as a rookie, basically, and just took over the team, took over the league. And he's just going to get better and better.
You had a chance to play in front of some great goaltenders as well in your time in the league. The confidence of a goalie, how much can that kind of trickle down on the rest of the team? You know, when the goalie is rolling, oftentimes the team is rolling as well.
Yeah.
And you need him sometimes to bail you out on nights.
Yeah.
So how important is that confidence?
It's really important. We had John Van Beesbrook, who was a great goaltender, Bobby Froese, and Mike Richter came in that season. And the team was in a little bit of a low, and Mike came in and played awesome. And he took the whole team with him.
What does this Rangers team, this 2022 team I'm speaking about, need to do to take the next step? I feel like everybody really got behind them this playoff season, and I think even the Tampa Bay Lightning, after beating them, said, "Hey, these guys are going to be around for a while."
They're not sneaking up on anyone next year.
That's right. What do you think they got to do?
But all those young guys got this playoff experience now. They're going to want it again. They're going to be hungry for it now, and they're going to be a playoff team for the next 5, 6, 7 years. And like I said, those young guys, Kakko and with Panarin with them and guys like that, they're going to get better and better, and they're going to get their confidence and contribute more. Fox is what,
Yeah, it's
2 or 3 years into the league. And,
Yeah, you forget because he won the Norris.
Yeah. So they got an incredible talent. If they keep this team together, they're going to go far.
Let me just ask you one time before we let you go. Do you still get, I know you're still affiliated with the organization a lot, so you're still walking into the Garden. Do you still get like those chills that you used to get as a player, that same thrill?
Absolutely. The Garden, there's no place like the Garden. The first time I skated on the Garden ice, I was a stick boy. They let me go out before the games and skate on the Garden ice. And I'd go out there and just, like everybody else, go to the middle of the ice and look up at the scoreboard. And I still do that when I go on with the little kids.
Wow.
So
Never gets old.
No, it gives you a chill.
Nothing like it. See, I'm near here every day, and it still never gets old.
I agree.
One and only Brian Mullen, thank you so much for joining us on MSG PM Talking That Hockey. New York City, we're going to continue talking that hockey. We got Jack Wallace coming up on today's show. If you saw the special last night, we're going to talk with him right after this. Michelle and Kaz with more after the break.